So after weeks of waiting, we finally get episode 40, and I've made a few points here which I want to talk about, which were pretty much the highlight of the episode, so to speak. So the first point is that Boruto does not really like the missions that they are on, because this guy wants to do S rank straight from the bat, and that shows that he really doesn't know what the hell he's talking about. So whenever Boruto goes on ranting and all that kind of stuff, you know, most of the time he doesn't even know what he's talking about, right? And that is mostly because Boruto has tunnel vision. Like, he doesn't consider other people's perspectives, he only considers his, and that is why he makes those decisions. But the thing is, he's around the age of 12, so it kind of makes sense for him to think that way because he's not mature yet. And then the second point is Sarada's constant bitching, which I finally agree with, because even though Boruto is skilled, right, that doesn't necessarily mean that Boruto is qualified to do everything by himself like he always does. Like, the most important thing this whole mission that they wanted to push forward or knock into people's heads is that even though you're skilled, right, you shouldn't, you know, go around and try and do a mission all by yourself. Because first of all, it's impossible, and second of all, you require a team to do so, right? So basically, you could say that that's the reason why Genins actually get small missions from the start, because even though they have been selected because of their team synergy, it is not 100% guaranteed that they will perform 100% during the first mission. So I think they give them these small missions in order for these people to actually, you know, operate with each other and figure out each other's strengths and weaknesses, so they can actually, you know, complete their team synergy to make sure that they are at 100% when they are ready to take on these C/B, A, and S rank missions. Basically, my point is that even though they are a new team, they need to build a foundation, and they start building a foundation by going on small missions and finding out what each and every single one can do, so they can put the pieces together and form the proper team to go on dangerous missions. So in the episode somewhere, there was this point where Boruto asks Hinata, were you excited to go on your first mission? And then Hinata says, back in my days there was war, so when you were going on a mission, you know, you wouldn't know whether you would come back alive or not, because on your way to your mission, right, even though it was like a D rank mission, there was still war, meaning that you could get attacked by any one of these villages because, you know, they see an enemy, you know what I'm saying? So it's basically you're minding your own business, trying to do your own mission, and then someone out of the blue attacks you. So Hinata was not, you know, happy for her first mission. She was kind of nervous, and it makes sense, and it actually shows the difference between Boruto's time and, you know, Hinata's time, because back then going on a mission wasn't something people looked forward to, even though it was something they signed up for. But then again, they kind of signed up for it because it was compulsory for them to sign up to become ninjas since there was war, right? So a lot of manpower was required. So yeah, it was kind of forceful. Boruto's generation, however, they don't need to do that. All they have to do is just make a choice whether they want to become ninja or not. And the thing is, people have been talking and asking me about Himawari and all that kind of stuff, saying, is she gonna unlock Sage mode or whatever it is? And if you pay attention to the scene where Hinata was talking about, you know, ninja, being a ninja not being a choice, you know, back in the days, Hinata also did talk about, you know, people having a choice to choose something else, a different path from being a ninja, and then, you know, they showed Himawari whilst Hinata was talking about that. So maybe, you know, in the future, Himawari just will not be a shinobi, you know what I'm saying? I mean, she's not even old enough to be a shinobi, she still has years to go, so she doesn't even qualify to be an academy student at the moment. And the reason why Boruto chose to become a ninja is so he can get the better of Naruto, basically, because Naruto did not give him enough attention. So I think maybe he became a ninja so Naruto can pay attention to him then as a ninja, since Naruto just tends to ninjas most of the time, since he is the Kage and, you know, he relays what ninjas do. But then Himawari, you know, does not have that problem because she is patient, unlike Boruto. So it's like, you know, you do have a choice to become something else than a ninja, and I don't think Himawari will choose to become a ninja since she doesn't, you know, need to become that. But who knows, you know, maybe later down the line she could say, you know what, I'm also craving the attention for Naruto and I want that, so I'm gonna become a ninja too, right? Anyways, we get introduced to Lady Kiri, who is, you know, rude kind of thing when she demands answers straight away because she thought they hired little kids to protect their village, right? And apparently the attacks on the village started 3 months ago, just when the leader passed away suddenly, right? So I think this was like something that had been planned. Like they planned, you know, the death of the leader. Either that or whoever is behind this attack waited for the leader to die in order to start attacking. The enemy are people from the Pale Blue Valley apparently, and they hired a shinobi, which makes the mission a B rank mission. Notice the similarities between Naruto's first mission and Boruto's official first mission, because, you know, first of all, it started off as a mission to guard someone, or at least guard a village, right, in Boruto's mission briefing, and then it turns into a B rank mission because shinobi are involved in this. So basically the first half of the episode is to brief us on what is happening. Now, I was surprised that they started tree jumping and all that kind of stuff to get to their destination, because it looks like they do take the train a lot to get to other destinations. So I think maybe, you know, if the destination is a bit too far to go on foot, then they take the train or whatever, right, public transport. And if the destination is not that far, because they did get there rather quickly, then, you know, they do the whole tree jumping shit. Because back in the days, you know, of Naruto, like they would actually go on foot anywhere and even camp a day or two before they get to their destination, right? So I'm really surprised that tree jumping is in there, and I'm happy it is still there, because it wouldn't really feel ninja like if everyone just took the fucking train to every destination that they need to go, or even catch a fucking Uber, right? Since they have advanced technology, so why don't they even have cars at the moment, right? So anyways, the episode gets exciting when someone gets stabbed. They check it out. Who is it? It is just a civilian who has been stabbed by someone who reminds me of Zabuza based on the face mask and, you know, his glare, right? So someone has been stabbed, and apparently this person is after something else than the stock they have been accused of stealing from. So that proves that Lady Kiri was actually lying, which kind of goes back to the whole first mission thing of Naruto, where the person who paid for the mission wasn't 100% honest with the mission briefing. Boruto gets into a fight, he almost loses his life, and then he ends up lying, saying he wanted the enemy to come close, right? So this is the first fight in the first mission, and once again someone was not able to do anything. Like Sarada says, I wasn't able to do anything, and it ties back to Naruto's first mission where Naruto wasn't able to do anything. And the thing is, that is not the same Sarada that fought Buntan back in the village hidden in the mist. I mean, I think after her fight with Mirai Sarutobi, she actually doubts her ability to use the Sharingan properly, so she's very hesitant to go into fights. Maybe that could be the case. I want to know what you think in the comment section down below. The enemy gets away, and I think that this is the first time we've actually seen a flash grenade being used in combat. Let me know in the comments whether this is the case or not, because I cannot remember anyone else in the original Naruto using a flash grenade. Next thing we see is a conversation between two people, right? One of them lives within the village and is actually doing some inside work for the ninjas that have been hired to work for the people of the Pale Blue Valley, meaning that these are not the people who are the masterminds of the entire attack. There are people from the Pale Blue Valley which we have not seen yet, who are the people that hired these shinobi. So these are just shinobi that Team 7 needs to deal with before they go to the Pale Blue Valley in order to stop the people hiring these ninja. But that's pretty much it. That is pretty much the entire episode. Let me know in the comments below whether you enjoyed this episode. I really want to know what you thought of this episode. Was it exciting? Was it not? And I will later down the line, maybe today or tomorrow or the day after that, release a video to entertain you guys. With that being said, I have nothing more to say. Bye.